Welcome back. This week we are in beautifully chaotic Naples. So join us as we explore some history, take on some culture, and maybe visit a Roman ruin or two.
Smell Vesuvius over there.
Welcome to The Right Life. We're Catherine and Edward, a married couple based in London with a passion for travel and experiencing the world together. On our channel, we share our adventures from uncovering hidden gems to learning about new cultures and discovering amazing historical sites. Join us as we explore the world. After a long week of work, we took a night flight to Naples and were surprised to discover that it was 98 degrees at midnight. The next day, we were up and headed to the Capodimonte Museum. This is the most important museum in Italy that no one actually goes to. It houses an extraordinary collection of Renaissance and Baroque masterpieces, including works by Caravaggio, Raphael, and Titian, set within a beautiful former royal palace. Having all this amazing art to ourselves was a unique experience.
Is that one?
This reminds me of the Bronzino in the National Gallery, but it's not at all. It's a Dutch artist I've never heard of. Apparently it came from a cartoon created by Michelangelo.
I've come to view the tapestries.
I find it humorous that there is a Vasari in the same room with multiple Titians, because Vasari thought Titian couldn't paint.
It's extremely dark in here. Guess that's to preserve the quality of the paintings. That's not the cup of a carpenter. None of these are the cup of a carpenter.
These aren't remotely terrifying. I didn't realize it was so hilly.
A few balls have been held in here.
Do you want to dance?
I do, I don't mind dancing.
All right, let's go.
Come on then. Not disco dancing.
Melting.
Super hot, isn't it?
We then headed down the hill to the Catacombs of San Gennaro. Unfortunately, video wasn't allowed, but we can share our photos. These catacombs offer a fascinating glimpse into Naples' early Christian history. Interestingly, the site is run by the Cooperativa La Paranza, an organization that focuses on not just preserving the site, but on creating opportunities for the local community. That night, we had a bit of a seafood extravaganza with cod, spaghetti alla vongole, and seared tuna. After stopping by one of Naples' famous €1 Aperol Spritz bars, we headed back to our hotel in a bit of a surprise.
After you get a nice sleep tonight, bearing in mind my hotel room is up there.
After joining the madness for a beer, we headed up to our room to survey it from above. Our catacombs ticket from the day before included entry to the catacombs of St. Gordius. These 4th century catacombs were much like the ones we saw the day before, except for the frescoes. There were about a dozen that were of heroic scale, or around 6.5 feet tall, that had human skulls embedded in them. However, over the years, the front parts of the skulls had decomposed, making for very haunted-looking paintings. For lunch, we had one of Naples' most iconic meals. Perhaps you've heard of it.
What are you having?
Pizza.
What kind of pizza?
Ham, olives, artichoke.
It's nice. Our hotel's been fine but basic. The location's fantastic, but we do have about 100 odd stairs to climb up before we get up there, and the lift is broken. The stairs. Up and up and up and up and up.
We were struggling a bit in the heat and wanted to be fresh for our big adventure the next day, so we called it an early night.
Oh, we've just come today to Herculaneum, which is an archaeological site. It's another town that was destroyed when Vesuvius blew its top in 79 AD. It's smaller than Pompeii, but it's still quite a unique site to look around. So that's what we've come here to do today. It's about 6 kilometres away from Naples city centre. It's been an absolute murder getting here, but come on, let's have a look. See, if you hadn't guessed it already, this is what I do for a living. I've got a chain of these franchise kebab shops. The doner machine goes here, and then chili sauce, garlic sauce, lettuce, onions, tomatoes. You get the idea, all in a pita bread, and I sell that for 100 denarii. Job done.
In all seriousness, this was in fact a snack bar. And what's interesting is for some time it had been thought that they would keep wine in the various jars, but it's been found that they were probably too porous and it's a bit inconclusive, but there could be some fish paste in there or something else.
But they eat some really weird stuff though, don't they? I mean, they're all into fish paste and fish sauce and all that. Apparently it must have stunk to high heaven. So we keep intersecting with this tour guide, and I'm getting little snippets of stuff. History. Yeah, well, it's amazing that like the pots have survived inside, but they're all unbroken. It's amazing. Pompeian Cribs, episode 27. This is downtown Herculaneum. This is where my coastal villa is. And as you can see, I've got my plunge pool in the centre of the just before we go into the garden area, and that's basically showing how much wealth I've got, because all the piped water is coming into the house. And I'm going to go through now into my little outside terraced area. There, I like to have fun with all my friends on the veranda. I have a nice little herb garden there. That's my little storage barbecue shed area. That's where I normally keep the barbecue, and that's where I keep the beer selection. As you can see, the neighbours are not up to much around here. That's my little temple area. I do a bit of worshipping to Bacchus, god of wine. Not quite started yet, but this is where I'm going to have the pool. I've got the builders coming around after they get rid of all of this ash and volcanic debris. There's going to be pool over there, and then jacuzzi / plunge pool here. Yeah, and then I've got the sort of the bathhouse area in there, so I can, towel yourself off, get yourself a drink. Job done.
Smaller but wealthier than Pompeii, Herculaneum gives us an intimate glimpse into the daily lives of Rome's elite. Unlike Pompeii, Herculaneum was not covered in volcanic ash, but instead engulfed by a superheated mud and ash. This carbonized organic materials, leaving us with doors, beds, and ceiling beams.
I believe how good the roads are, if you know what I mean. There's some really good frescoes here.
Wow.
This is original beam, it's carbonised wood. The doors up there, the shutters. It's all the original stuff that was carbonised when the volcano went up. Here we are, the Roman baths. Welcome to the bathhouse. This one's got a bit of the mosaic. The whole thing to ourselves now.
So here we've got the locker room for the baths. You can see behind me, this is where you would have put your stuff while you were in the baths. But there's something really disappointing here. Look at all this graffiti. I mean, this is 2000. It's like, come on, people. Don't do this.
Holy moly. This is the one, isn't it?
That's stairs. They're stairs to the second story.
I know, it's cool, isn't it? Double height ceilings. Even the floor's pretty intact.
This is being moved already.
See a fresh coat of plaster. It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's one of those modern two-story gaffs. They don't make them like they used to, do they? This courtyard's beautiful.
How cool is this?
Cool in here, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
Just need a bench.
They've even got like the mouldings at the top there. You know, the modern wiring that goes with it.
So interesting that the town is right there. And so the rest of the excavations, we'll never know. This is one of the tunnels that is going underneath the town where they just, they can't really dig it out anymore. But I believe the tunnels predate modern excavations. But they have found a lot of stuff and put it in museums. And probably some people looted it because, people.
Most of the bodies are found in the boathouse by the ancient shoreline. Clearly, they'd hoped that rescue would come from the sea. They perished from extreme heat as they waited for boats that never came. Most were found huddled together in family groups. The next morning, we headed to Sansevero Chapel. We didn't book in advance and almost missed out on this site, something you may want to keep in mind when you visit. No photos or videos, but I found a few public domain photos. Sansevero is known for its stunning Baroque art, most notably the Veiled Christ by Giuseppe San Martino. It's so lifelike you feel you could pick the thin veil off of Christ's body.
Finally time. Our last stop on this trip is going to be one of the best archaeological museums in the world, the Naples Archaeological Museum, where all the stuff from Pompeii and Herculaneum, where we went yesterday, can be found. So come with me and let's see what we can find. And here we have a pretty thoughtful looking, maybe a little tired Hermes. I guess he's been out and about. And we're in this fantastically large hall with this incredible ceiling. And all these paintings, but you can't even get to all of them. It is thought that this was part of Cleopatra's treasure that was nicked by Octavian and ended up being owned by the Medicis. These were all found in the ruins of Pompeii, and they're all water features. Very cool. How am I ever supposed to get through this museum? This is bonkers. When you look at all these interesting things that they found at Vesuvius and think, what an amazing snapshot of Roman life, it can be really easy to forget that people died. And this is a plaster cast, which was pulled from Pompeii, of a woman. This is a fun one. So as we all know, Eros, or Cupid, is the most terrifying of all the gods. Crazy traffic, obviously, because love makes us do stupid things. So here he is being punished, shooting an arrow at the wrong person. This might be something that we all recognize. Cabinet of Secrets still exists, but I don't think it's safe for YouTube. So you'll have to look this bit up on your own. I'm a fan of this sarcophagus, which has cupids in a race.
In 2022, excavations at the San Cassiano di Bagni thermal baths uncovered about 20 bronze statues and ritual offerings, highlighting Etruscan and Roman religious practices. We missed the Rome exhibition a few months ago, and I was delighted to find it unexpectedly here.
Now that we have moved on from an overwhelming number of paintings from Pompeii and Herculaneum, we have come into an overwhelming amount of statues and reliefs. So let's talk about a few of these. Aphrodite with a dolphin, because why wouldn't she have a dolphin? And I'm going to have a big old guess and say we've got Bacchus 1 and Bacchus 2.
I think they made a mistake on what they're calling this statue, because they're saying it's Asclepius, which is a Greek god of medicine, but he's holding a lightning bolt, and the Greek god of medicine is normally holding a stick with a snake round it, so I think this is actually Zeus. That's the substance. This has got the snake. So they do look similar with the hair and all that, the beard, but he's definitely holding a lightning bolt because it's got a little arrow.
Well done. We should write them all.
Well, I don't know. I might be wrong, I don't know.
Look at the size of Hercules with Edward for scale. I would be lying if I didn't say that this museum is a little overwhelming. There's so much to see and do here. We've been here since 11:30. It is now 2:30, and we think we still have a little ways to go.
That's the cup of a carpenter. We've now finished our time in Napoli. We're just having a quick meal before we attempt to get our bags back from the 4th floor of the hotel with no lift. And then we've got to negotiate getting back to the airport, which I'm not sure how we're going to do yet. But that's all for the future. We're just having a bit of lunch in Casa Signora. A Casa Ra Signora. A Casa Ra Signora. I don't know what that means. My house is something or other. Anyway, that's it. You can do it better, you do it.
Look at that, stuffed fried courgette flowers. Amazing.
Bit of a stroke.
Happy?
Yes, well, I don't know, I haven't eaten it yet. Looks alright. Looks like I'll be able to wear quite a lot of that. So I have most of my food on this holiday. That's why I'm wearing black.
You make me shake the camera. I have spaghetti with zucchini and it looks amazing.
You want to try some?
Not wearing it, no.
I've never seen you concentrate so hard.
I don't want to wear it. No problem.
Is it good? Good.
Perfectly al dente.
Good, I'm glad. Like ravioli with tomatoes. Good. I have to do weird stuff with the fork so I don't eat it. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful adventure that we've been on in Napoli. We hope you can join us again for another trip. Please like and subscribe and add things in the comments if you've got any questions. Ta-da for now, see you on the next trip. A wide selection of fish sauces, got chicken, rat on a stick, whatever you want. What's your heart desire?